Here is a brilliant question based on solving equations involving radicals. Let us understand this strategy and enjoy the journey of learning. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we are taking up an excellent question which is based on radicals. This radical equation has three terms with square roots. Let us see how do we simplify and then solve this particular equation. Well, in case you want to learn from me directly, feel free to send an email to globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Our students are doing extremely well. We can be part of your success story. Now let us see how do we simplify and answer this particular question. We have square root of x plus square root of x minus 1 equals to 1 over square root of x minus 1. Looking at the equation, it seems that if I keep square root of x on the left hand side and take the other term on the right, it may be better for us. So we have 1 over square root of x minus 1 and we are doing minus of square root of x minus 1. Now let's simplify the right hand side, taking square root of x minus 1 as common denominator. So we get 1 minus square root of x minus 1 times square root of x minus 1. Makes sense, right? So what you see here is that 1 minus square root of x minus 1 times x minus 1 is the square of that number, right? So we could rewrite this as square root of x. Let's cross multiply. Multiply this with square root of x minus 1 to get rid of this denominator. And on the right hand side, we get 1 minus square of that, which will be x minus 1 within the bracket. Makes sense, right? Let's simplify. We get square root of x times square root of x minus 1 equals to 1 minus x, minus x and plus 1, correct? Great. So we have all the radicals on the left side and we have 2 minus x on the right hand side. So let me rewrite this, right? So we have square root of x times square root of x minus 1 on the left hand side. And on the right hand side, 1 plus 1 is 2. So we get 2 minus x. Now if I square, what do I get? We get x times x minus 1. And here we get 2 minus x whole square. So let's open this bracket. We get x squared minus x equals 2. Open that bracket. 4 minus 2ab will give us 4x plus x squared. Now we can bring all the terms together and then solve for x. So let's bring it to the left side. So we get x squared minus x squared plus 4x minus 4 equals to 0. So x squared minus x squared cancels out, is 0. And 4x minus x is 3x. So 3x and we have minus 4 equals to 0. We can simplify this writing 3x as 4 and x as 4 over 3. So we get our solution, which is x is 4 over 3. Now we should be checking whether this is the right solution or not, right? Now remember one thing, that in this square root function, we see that x has to be greater than 1, right? Because x equals to 1 will give us a 0 in this denominator. And anything less than 1 will give us a negative term. So x should be greater than 1. It cannot be equal to 1. Our solution is 4 over 3. So that should actually work for us, right? So I'll leave this as an exercise to check. Is that clear to you? But let's do it on the next page just to be sure of, right? So we got x equals to 4 over 3 as our solution. So let's put 4 over 3 here. So we get square root of 4 over 3 on the left side plus square root of 4 over 3 minus 1, right? And that is what? Let's calculate this. So we have square root of 4 over 3 plus 4 minus 3 over 3, correct? So square root of 4 over 3 plus square root of 1 over 3, correct? So that's what we get on the left hand side. So this is the left hand side. On the right hand side, we have 1 over square root of 4 over 3 minus 1. And that gives me 1 over square root of 4 minus 3 over 3, correct? Or I could write square root of 3 over 1, which is square root 3. Now, is the left side equal to right side? This is what we need to verify. Well, on the left side, square root 3 is a common denominator, right? And if I add square root 4 with 1, what do we get? Square root 4 is actually 2, right? So it is 2 plus 1, which is 3 over square root 3. And that is indeed equals to square root of 3. Perfect. So we see that both are same, right? So we have also verified that x equals to 4 over 3 is indeed a solution, correct? Perfect. So it is important to check your answer, right? Just as we did here. You could have written square root 4 as 2, 2 over square root 3, and then also complete it. But anyway, it works out. So with that, we have a complete solution of this particular equation, which has three radical signs. This is kind of important question. I hope you understand and appreciate the steps. Feel free to write a comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.